Over in the Middle East, it's been 100 days since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, and there are growing calls for a ceasefire to stop the loss of innocent lives. Tensions remain high in the Red Sea, with the U.S. shooting down another missile launched by Houthi rebels from Yemen. Our Choi Soo-hyung has the latest.
On Sunday, the United States military shot down a missile by the Iran-backed Houthis rebels in Yemen. The U.S. Central Command said the missile was launched from a Houthis-controlled area of Yemen toward the USS Laboon, which was conducting operations in the southern Red Sea. The Central Command stated that the missile was shot down near the coastal town of Hodeida by a U.S. fighter aircraft. They added no damage or injuries were reported yet. While Iran continues to deny its involvement in attacks by the Houthis in the Red Sea, Tehran is allegedly supplying them with weapons. President Joe Biden delivered a private message to Iran on Saturday, saying that the U.S. was well prepared. Earlier, both the U.S. and the U.K. attacked the Houthis rebels' main base in Yemen in retaliation for their constant attacks on cargo ships in the Red Sea. The Houthis have attacked at least 26 vessels since November, and since then, traffic through the Suez Canal to the Red Sea has dropped by more than 40%. Meanwhile, thousands of people gathered on the 100th day of the conflict, demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. In Portugal's capital Lisbon on Sunday, protesters marched near the U.S. Embassy, chanting for an end to the war.
I can only wish for Israel to be convicted as a genocidal state, that the International Court may decide in favor of South Africa and against Israel, that the war stops, and that Palestine can exist as a state on the Palestinian territories.
In Paris, hundreds of people marched in the center of the French capital, calling for the release of the 136 remaining hostages held by Hamas since the start of the war. Also in Tel Aviv on Saturday night, thousands of people, including families of those killed or kidnapped, commemorated the day of October 7th, when Hamas murdered more than 1,200 Israelis and kidnapped 240. According to Gaza's health ministry, 23,938 Palestinians have been killed, some 60,582 have been wounded so far by the subsequent attacks by Israel against Hamas. The ministry said roughly 70% of the dead were women and children, while nearly 8,000 people are missing, presumed dead under the debris of destroyed buildings. Choi Soo-hyung, Arirang News.